And you may be noticing the little shots coming from the balconies there, and how I'm pretty much trying to ignore them as best I can. Those are actually just normal vampire enemies.
Yeah, get some! Feel the fires of my fury.
Yeah, I'm not even sure what triggered that, but yeah, it's just little vampire guys. I think they're, one can say they're shooting razors at us, but it's kind of hard to tell. And the reason that I'm really not trying to fight them is just for the mere fact that they're going to react like normal vampires would on the if Simon was facing them, and they will take damage over time from the flamethrower, but not really immediate damage. So you end up having to sit there for a really long time while 3 other vampires shoot razors at you, and you just end up taking a lot of damage. And the dragon actually kind of acts like the mechanical guardian in that it doesn't have its own regeneration. You actually...
Well, you can try to stop me, but you gotta do better than that.
That doesn't even make sense, Simon. What are you talking about? But yeah, the only way the dragon can really regenerate health is from killing the flying demons. There are these little red bubbly orbs left behind. And so you really don't have a lot of options with what you can do. But yeah, here I am, not doing the smart thing and not landing, and then fucking up on the landing because it's not really the easiest thing to hit. And there's a good impression of how time-consuming it is to try and kill the vampires on the ground, and how much health it can take out. It's actually took out a good deal of health there. But yeah, after a bit of getting turned around, we are finally back on track. The compass in this particular level is not really the most helpful, as since it's in a 3-dimension, it ends up really kind of just turning you around in the end. And for some reason, outside of my awful hall room playing and the ungodly amount of bloom going on in that room, or contrast I should say, this isn't actually the most stupendous hallway in the world. It's actually kind of underwhelming considering the last massive hallway slash room that we were in to destroy the other generators. But I assume it probably struck them that they really didn't need another massively huge room to accommodate for rather unexplained electric generators.
The demons won't protect you.
I mean, I'm fairly certain that at this point in human history, electricity wasn't so magical, I suppose. And they probably could have figured out some other way to explain large electric fields. But I don't know. There's a lot of weird pseudo-science floating around us here. Large drill machines and large electric generators, and it all gives a very confusing effect. Probably still alluding to the fact that, you know, there were 2 different species down here that intermingled technologies so they could both survive. I'm sure the vampires had some science of longevity, while the mole people had a, you know, normal science. But yeah, you may also be noticing that instead of just the normal red demons, there are also a few interspersed blue demons, and that is they're a different kind of enemy. Instead of throwing fireballs, they actually have kind of a icy flamethrower effect. And we'll be seeing them more during the boss fight in the next level. But yeah, another very large room with some very annoying enemy placements. And actually, we just need to take care of some generators before we head on.
Burn it down.
Burn it down indeed, Simon. Now, where do we go from here? Well, it's not the clearest route, but we need to blow out this air vent here, not just ram our faces into it. And we could have figured that out at some point, instead of the first time I played this level, where I was circling the room trying to get my bearings with the compass. And I'm not even sure where the barrier was that we should have destroyed, but it was somewhere. And this room is a bitch. There are 6 or 7 of these generators along the bottom here, along with, I would say, at least 15 vampires standing on the ground, just constantly taking pot shots at you and draining health. If you look at my health right now, I'm actually really low. And the thing about the vampires is they do not drop the health orbs, so it's really a good idea just to take out these generators as quickly as possible and get the hell out of there. Take care of this one last generator up here.
How dare these abhorrent beasts try to blockade me? Want a piece of me?
Yeah, those abhorrent beasts have been blockading you and keeping you in prison for probably a while. I don't really know why his opinion changed all of a sudden, or really what they were actually doing with him. Like, they had the dragon in prison down there, and yet we saw a dragon up flying around on stage 3 that we almost assumed was under the control of Zimmerman. But it really didn't do much. It just kind of did a little flip and then flew off to do absolutely nothing. So yeah, this is another good place to just haul ass through, because those electric currents will do quite a bit of damage to you, and there are a number of annoying little vampires in there, so it's not a good place to deal with combat. And I guess additionally to bring up, the Fury meter itself, or Fury combos, are not really too helpful. You can't use the slowdown, you can't really get any of the additional Fury effects outside of the little the lightning. Like, you can't do the combustion or the flaming skulls, which is kind of a bitch. But the reason you do want the adrenaline itself is because of the secondary attack that Naga has, where instead of he basically has a Simon's fireball, which is going to be pretty helpful in the boss fight itself. But yeah, you see that generator right there, and you see how much I'm doing damage to it? Maybe that wasn't the right one. Maybe this one is the right one. Nope, that's not the right one. Alright, so where the hell do I go? Well, I don't think this is the right way, because the compass is pointing behind me now. So yeah, this is one of the more annoying parts of this particular level, and where, you know, the only real trouble ever comes in. It's just the fact that there are generators you have to destroy. It's just the first ones you run into are not the ones you need to destroy first. It doesn't explain why, it doesn't signify why, it just, you kind of have to figure it out whenever your compass writes you the right way and the stars align and all that crazy pagan shit. But yeah, after figuring out where the hell I needed to go, I finally find my way to this particular generator, and hey, that was the right one. That apparently did something. I mean, it was the smallest one, so obviously it was the weakest cog, and thus was pivotal to destroying the bigger ones. Sure. But yeah, now that we've got that one out of the way, these over here are easily destroyed, like seconds. And that's it. that's pretty much the end of the level. Yep, no pomp and circumstance, just good old ending. I'll see you the next level. Bye.